Welcome back to our series where we create a canonical story out of Dragon Ball Z movies. Last time, we focused on Garlic Jr. If you haven't seen that yet, I recommend you clicking right up here and watch that first. We're continuing this series with the second DBZ movie with what we call the Dragon Ball Z Movieverse. But before we get into it, we're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So subscribe today and be a part of this awesome journey. With that being said, let's do this. We left off with Garlic Jr. being sent to the Dead Zone, Goku being killed, and Piccolo kidnapping Gohan. Kami takes Goku's body to the afterlife and speaks with King Yama. He asks that Goku travel Snake Way to King Kai's instead of going to heaven. After much debate, it has been decided that Goku may go train with the infamous King Kai. As Goku travels Snake Way, Kami meets with the Z Warriors. He tells them of the great battle with Garlic Jr. and how Goku was killed. He also explains that Piccolo kidnapped Gohan. He fears that Piccolo's intentions are to train Gohan to hate his father. The group is torn between searching for Gohan or searching for the Dragon Balls in order to wish Goku back. Kami explains that it would be far easier to find the Dragon Balls since they have their radar. The group decides that Kami will keep a lookout for Piccolo, and if he knows where he is, he will let them know. In the meantime, they will search for the Dragon Balls. Gohan finds himself being trained by the harshest of teachers. Piccolo begins to teach Gohan how to unlock his hidden potential, but he also uses his own desires to try to make him his successor. Piccolo slowly begins to try to brainwash Gohan to be against his father and to pledge his allegiance completely to Piccolo by being his disciple. Goku reaches King Kai's little planet, but only to be crushed by the weight of its gravity. He has to master the world's gravity by catching his new master's pet monkey, Bubbles. It takes much effort and quite a bit of time, but Goku finally is able to master the gravity and to catch that little beast. As the Dragon Balls are slowly collected by the Z Warriors, Piccolo leaves Gohan to fend for himself. He figures this will either make him stronger or Gohan is far too weak and is not worth his time. On King Kai's little planet, Goku begins to learn two new techniques, the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb. King Kai tells him that learning these moves will be no walk in the park. Goku doesn't back down from this challenge, and he starts working on learning these new moves right away. As time passes, Gohan has proved himself worthy of being able to still be trained by Piccolo. He takes Gohan north to a frozen tundra. As he continues to train the boy, he realizes that Gohan is resisting his powers of persuasion. Gohan won't give up on his dad, nor will he choose to hate him like Piccolo does. Gohan has made it up in his mind that he will grow strong enough to defeat his mentor someday. Surprisingly, while Piccolo and Gohan train in the north, Master Roshi, Krillin, and Bulma are searching for the last Dragon Ball close by. They soon find it and call upon the Great Dragon. As Shenron appears, much of the surrounding ice begins to melt. Piccolo and Gohan see the dragon from afar. Piccolo realizes that it must be Goku's comrades wishing him back to life. Bulma wishes for Goku to be alive, and Shenron quickly disappears, but not without causing more glaciers to melt all around him. When Shenron disappears, a large yet strange-looking building has been unlocked from its icy grave. The three are both shocked and yet curious. Bulma is dead set on exploring it, whereas Krillin is slightly frightened to do so. Master Roshi just simply wants to get close to Bulma, so he'll do whatever it takes. After some arguing, the three head down to the building below. Goku has mastered his techniques and realizes that he's been wished back, but King Kai says that he still has to travel Snake Way if he wants to get all the way to Earth. Goku takes off, flying all the way back over Snake Way. Once he gets back to King Yama, he has to wait for Kami to show up. As Goku waits, the three make their way down to the entrance of the building, but are ambushed by freaky alien-like beings. Both Master Roshi and Krillin are able to defeat them. Bulma says if there are armed guards, then this place must be worth a peek. When they enter, the floor opens underneath them, and they fall into a pitch-black room. A light from above reveals an old man in the control room. He snickers and introduces himself as Dr. Kachin. Bulma remembers him as a scientist who went missing many years ago. The doctor says that he's been trapped here for what feels like a millennia, but has been keeping himself busy. He has been trying to make the ultimate fighter for his friend, Dr. Wheelo. Bulma is shocked because both Dr. Kachin and Wheelo were supposed to have died in a terrible avalanche. She scolds them for all their inhumane experiments, but this only frustrates the doctor. Dr. Wheelo is revealed to still be living, but simply as a brain. Dr. Kachin wants to make the greatest host for his partner. He explains that Master Roshi would be a great test for his bio warriors. Both Bulma and Krillin fall through the floor again, leaving Master Roshi all alone. Lights turn on to reveal a massive battle arena. 3 powerful warriors enter to take on Master Roshi. At first, it seems like he can handle these fighters, but then the 3 seem to get an advantage and they start pounding on the old man. Master Roshi does not back down. He bulks up to his muscular form and continues to take on the warriors. Outside, the same alien-like guys show up and beat the mess out of Gohan. Piccolo defeats all of them with ease. He deduces that it has something to do with when Shenron appeared, so picks up the boy and heads in the direction to where the building is. Krillin and Bulma are placed in some sort of technological cage. It is invisible, but when they get close to the boundaries, an epic shock runs through their bodies. They are also bound for an extra measure. They are in the control room with Dr. Kachin, being forced to watch Master Roshi fight the 3 warriors. In the other world, Kami finally appears. Goku complains that he just took way too long. Kami explains that some of his friends are in danger and will bring him right to where he needs to be. As soon as they arrive, Goku complains about how cold it is and how he didn't come dressed appropriately. The two stand outside of a large building to only be surprised as Piccolo appears. Goku sees his rival with his unconscious son, and he gets defensive. He asks what Piccolo has done to his boy. The rival ignores him and tosses Gohan to the side. That is enough for Goku to launch an attack at the demon. Inside, Master Roshi's muscular form cannot keep up with the 3-on-1. He soon loses his mass, but he continues the battle. Sooner or later, he finally falls. To Dr. Kachin, this is a great win. His bio warriors are truly magnificent, but it also proves that Master Roshi is not the body that they were hoping would be a good fit for Dr. Wheelo. Goku and Piccolo's rematch continues to rage outside. In many ways, it seems like they are evenly matched. Kami tries to stop this fight, but it is no use. Goku knows he has his new techniques up his sleeve, but wants to save those for later. As the fight continues, the doors to the building open, and 3 bio warriors launch out. Piccolo laughs as the 3 go straight for Goku. He grabs Goku's son and flies off. Goku is enraged, but he can't seem to get away from these 3. Kami moves away from the battle as fast as he can and actually chases after Piccolo. Unfortunately, Piccolo's older half cannot keep up with him. The fight continues into the building where Goku finds himself fighting just the Fat One. It takes Goku several blows, but he is able to defeat him without using his new skill, the Kaioken. In the control room, Krillin powers up as much as he can and busts out of his prison. He launches at Dr. Kacchan to only be stopped by Master Roshi. He has a strange device on his head and seems to be trying to protect the doctor. Krillin knows that he can take on his former master, but he doesn't want to hurt him, so he tries to go easy on him. Goku enters a new area of the building and is ganged up by two of the Bio Warriors. One has electric whips and the other can freeze things. Though these things do slow him down, they don't stop him from winning. Goku hears the battle between Master Roshi and Krillin up in the control room, so he flies up, bashes through the floor. He sees both the confrontation between his friends and Bulma, who is under captivity. Goku takes on Master Roshi and leaves Krillin to try to figure out how to get Bulma out. It is only a matter of time until Goku accidentally breaks the device that is controlling Master Roshi. Dr. Kacchan introduces himself to Goku, and he explains that he is the perfect specimen for his partner. Then Dr. Wheelo speaks. The man is nothing more than a brain inside the wall. Everyone is shocked. He tells Goku that he belongs to him now. A red beam goes around Goku, and cords from beneath start to wrap up around him. This unique technology brings the fighter great pain, but it still isn't enough to stop Goku. He breaks out of it. Krillin tries to break Bulma free, but he only gets caught up in a fight with Dr. Kacchan, who is actually a robot. Dr. Wheelo detaches himself from the wall. His brain is inside a large mech. The building begins to collapse, and Dr. Kacchan actually falls to his destruction. The mech leaps forward. Master Roshi and his students all fire off Kamehameha waves at Dr. Wheelo. The group is shocked to see that their attacks do absolutely nothing. Dr. Wheelo goes on the offensive. With only a short amount of time, both Roshi and Krillin fall. Goku continues the fight. He uses his new attack, the Kaioken. He charges up a Kamehameha wave. Dr. Wheelo is no match for this attack, as it literally shoots him out into space. Goku senses the machine is still alive, so he begins to charge another new attack, the Spirit Bomb. As it charges, the Earth begins to give Goku all kinds of life energy. Dr. Wheelo is hovering above the Earth in space. He decides he's going to try to destroy the whole planet with an attack of his own. A red beam rains down on the Earth as Goku throws his Spirit Bomb. The two attacks collide. Though Goku seems smaller, it ultimately breaks through Dr. Wheelo's attack. The tiny ball hits the enemy and blows him up. Goku is relieved that he has saved his friends, but his son is still in the hands of his greatest rival. Goku leaves to go find his nemesis and save his son. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this part. Man, I had to add parts from the original timeline to fit the movies, and yet also try to make this part not be as redundant as the last. A lot of these movies have major similarities on Goku fighting Piccolo, Piccolo saving Gohan, Krillin just being around to be able to laugh at. I tried to limit this as much as I can, but it has its challenges. As you noticed, I changed quite a bit this time. I moved things around. I gave different reasons for things happening. But in the end, this is how it turned out. I hope you guys are really enjoying the Dragon Ball Z movieverse. Next time, we're going to explore Goku's heritage with the arrival of Turles. It's going to be fun. Thank you guys for watching. But hey, remember, we're on a road to 6,000 subscribers. Be a part of this journey and subscribe today. We will see you guys next time.